Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all doing well and keeping warm because, by God, it's cold out there. It's not going to get any warmer for a while, I don't think. So let's warm ourselves up with some movies, shall we? I've got a Blu-ray and a 4K update for you today. Uh, now, I did do an update last week, and I normally do them every couple of weeks or every 3 weeks, but yeah, this has happened, so let's get it out the way. I had a bit of an accident, as you can see. But hey-oh, shit happens. There's worse problems to have, I suppose, isn't there? So let's crack on with it. First up, a section I like to call Sponsored by Larry Boyd. And my good friend Larry, once again, he's looked after me. Weren't expecting anything. I'd sent Larry a little parcel a couple of days ago, and I think he's getting his revenge on me. And Amazon come, like I say, weren't expecting anything. Opened it up. It's only the bloody 4K North by Northwest. Absolutely blinding. I've already got a pack of Hitchcock 4Ks, and the transfers on them are beautiful. So I'm looking forward to getting this into the player and seeing what it looks like, because I'm hazarding a guess it's going to look really nice. Yeah, North by Northwest, one of Hitchcock's seminal masterpieces. Cary Grant, Eve Marie Saint, James Mason, brilliant chase movie. The Wrong Man, which Hitchcock likes to look at in most of his movies. He does it brilliantly, and I just can't wait to get stuck into this. Larry, much appreciated. I do appreciate what you sent me. I weren't expecting that, and it was a really, really nice surprise. Thanks very much, mate. That blew me away. Next up, my son Nathan and his girlfriend Katie, they had a little sojourn to York over the weekend. They went and had a 4-day trip in what looked to be a lovely log cabin, and looks like they had a good time. I don't think they wanted their mum and dad hanging about, but there you go. But while he was there, he says to me, do I want anything from CEX? So I had a quick look at the York database. They had a lot of stuff there, but I just plumped for one thing, and a film I haven't seen yet, the latest Indiana Jones, The Dial of Destiny. I haven't heard the greatest of things. A lot of people said it's sort of on a par with The Crystal Skull, which I didn't mind. I like it better than most, so you never know. I'll probably get some enjoyment out of this. So I look forward to digging into that. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, Katie. I love you both. Next up, I'm in the process of clearing out my dad's collection. I've said it a couple of times here before that leaving me behind when the technology stakes is all streaming now and doesn't bother with his Blu-rays. So it's given me a big stack I've got down here. I've got to move on for him. But I had a look through and I picked out 5 titles I decided I'd keep in my collection. The first one being, it's been quite apt for me recently because I've been watching a lot of Jason Statham and Mechanic Resurrection, which I haven't seen this one. It's got the big Jason, it's got Jessica Alba, it's got Tommy Lee Jones, it's got Michelle Yeoh, so it's got a great cast. Don't think it's held up as anything special, but these films, I just love them. Switch your brains off and watch Big Jace beat everybody up. Next up is a Western that I have seen before, and it's really held in high regard. I didn't get on with it, so I thought I'll give it another go, and that's Sam Peckinpah's The Wild Bunch. And I don't know what it's about. I just watched it and I didn't get on with it. It might have just been me on the day, because look at the cast: William Holden, Ernest Borgnine, Robert Ryan, Warren Oates, Ben Johnson. Be interesting to see if I watch it again, see if I held it in more high esteem, but we'll give it a go. Another one, a film I haven't seen before, looks interesting, sort of action film. Jamie Foxx, Chris Cooper, Jennifer Garner, The Kingdom. Don't really know anything about it, but I thought I'd give it a go. Another Western now, and I'd not heard of it. Sam Shepard as Butch Cassidy, which I thought I'd give it a go. Blackthorn. See that sticker up there? I remember probably about 4 or 5 years ago, maybe longer than that now, our library used to rent out DVDs, Blu-rays, and they decided they weren't going to anymore, so they were sold everything off at £1 each, and me and my dad went and we just filled our boots, got bagfuls each. Got some good stuff out of that. Good stuff for the collection and some great stuff I traded in at the CEX as well. And another one, believe it or not, I've never seen this film, so I thought I'd give it a go. Steve McQueen, Bullet. I've heard that good car chase, and it's Steve McQueen, so you can't go wrong, can you? Robert Vaughn, Jacqueline Bisset as well. Robert Duvall, good cast. Who directs it? Peter Yates. Probably one I should have seen many, many moons ago. And next up, I've got a bit of CEX goodness. 4 titles from CEX. Upgrade from my DVD. Tom Hanks, Castaway, brilliant film. Pretty much all the film is just Tom Hanks in it, but that doesn't slow it down any. It's just great to watch. Is there an actor who's had like hit after hit after hit after hit film? Such a brilliant filmography, and Forrest Gump. Yeah, that's Castaway. Next up, I've been collecting me vintage classic studio Canals for a while. Grabbed this one directed by Alexander McKendrick, and a film that's always passed me by from 1955, The Lady Killers. I think this is some sort of crime film. Like I say, it's one that I've not seen. Great cast, Alec Guinness, Peter Sellers. You just know by them two it's going to be fantastic. Yeah, so that's one I'll look forward to sticking in the player pretty soon. Next up, been watching me John Ford's quite a bit. Have seen this one. I've got a DVD copy somewhere, so glad to upgrade. That is How Green Was My Valley. Not your typical John Ford film. This is set in a Welsh mining town, and I think, if I can remember rightly, it's sort of about like the demise of the mine and unions and all stuff like that. I remember watching it before and pretty enjoying it. Very melodramatic, but sometimes if I'm in the mood, that's the sort of film I like. Walter Pidgeon, Maureen O'Hara. Yeah, worthy addition to the library. That's what I was thinking, like, it's won the Academy Award Best Picture 1941. For me, that's the sort of film, you're building a library, that's the sort of stuff you want. Like, not only is it a great film, Academy Award with it, it's history, and that's what I want in my collection. Let's have a drink of tea. Next up is a film that's been on my radar for quite a while, so I'm quite glad now to have picked up a copy, and that's Sophie Shaw. Now, this is a true story. I'm really looking forward to watching this, actually, because it's got really high regarded. This is the true story of the titular character Sophie, and during World War II, there was a group of people, I think they were mainly student-based, and I think they called themselves the White Rose. Kermit's Ghost will probably know more about the history than me. He's a very good historian. And I think what the White Rose was, there was, like I say, the student-based group who led, and they were Germans, and they led sort of a resistance movement against Hitler and the Nazi Party and fascism. And that is right up my street. That is a period of history that absolutely fascinates me. So this is one that I'll be sticking in really soon and watching, because yeah, I'm really looking forward to watching that, and you'll be hearing my thoughts pretty soon. Next up, I've forgotten I even ordered this. I pre-ordered it months and months ago. I just forgot, and quite surprised when it come through the letterbox. That's the Eureka Masters of Cinema collection, as you can see, all them behind me, so I like to add to them. Edward G. Robinson in Black Tuesday. Now, I think this is sort of a noirish type film, so that'll go down well for November. And this is about Robinson's character, who I believe is on death row expecting the electric chair, and he escapes. So that sounds right up my street. Directed by Hugo Fregonese, who I'm not familiar with, I'm going to be honest. 80 minutes long. And look at that. Spine number 300, which I think it's got about 230 of them, so I'm missing about 70. But 70 that are pretty expensive. And lastly, went into the Criterion sale, just picked up one. Not very often you get a good Criterion sale, but 40% off. I grabbed my first ever Andrei Tarkowski movie. Never seen a film of his in my life, and I know he's regarded as an auteur, a director of distinction, and that's Stalker. Mainly picked this up because Sammy from Sammy G's World of Cinema, I'll stick his details down below. Go and give him a follow. He's a great lad. He's been banging on this one for months and months to me. Got to get this watch. Got to get this watch. And I think it's about 3 of us picked it up. I think Ash picked it up, and I think Tim might have picked it up as well. 3 hours of German cinema, and it's a post-apocalyptic film apparently. So I don't know when I'm going to get onto it, Sam, but I will get round to it, I promise, and I'll let you know what I think. So that's it. That's it for a week's collections, and some pretty damn good stuff there, I think. I'm sure you'll agree. Let me know down below, have you seen any of these? And I'm dropping everything on the floor. Caught it with my foot. Ouch. What do you think of these pickups? Have you seen them? Were you planning to pick any up? Give me a like if you've liked what I've done here today. Maybe think about subscribing if you want to hear more of this waffle. And I'll catch you all at the weekend for the weekly watches. Goodbye.